All right, quick microphone check. We're going to get started here in about 1 minute. I just want to make sure you could see my screen and hear my voice before we get started. Use the chat panel or the question and answer session to provide your feedback. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyone, please? Have to check to make sure I'm on. May not be on. Oh, thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. All right, let's get going. My name is Randy Lindsey. I'm here to give you a presentation today on MT4Professional and the live market scanner. We're going to start off by talking about a scanner. But first, I want to introduce ourselves. Like I said, I'm Randy Lindsey. I'm a trade coach. I'm also the operations director here with MT4Professional. Joining me today is Claudio Cardinale. He's the product development director, and he's also our techno guru. Anything technology related, I give it to Claudio. He can handle anything. So usually if it's anything program related or anything related with the platform, Claudio is the man to get it done. And I'm here to make sure I answer all of your questions and to make sure that you're putting on the trades that you need when you need to do it. So today I'm going to talk to you about the market scanner, what a market scanner is, and what is MT4Professional. I'm going to show you a lot of demonstrations on how to use the new version 3.0. We've put the version 2.0 in mothballs for now, but if you're still using it, that's fine. I still have it on standby if you have any specific questions about version 2, but right now from today on, we're going to be presenting and showing everything on our version 3 platform. I'm going to make you a very special offer since this is Christmas week. We're coming into a very special time of the year. We're going to be making you a very special offer and discount to go into the year, the new year with a good MT4Professional platform. So any questions and answers, of course, will be answered either during the presentation or at the very end. So let's get started. What is a market scanner? What is MT4Professional? So a market scanner is something that will automatically go out for you and look for a trade. So if you consider the 50 different Forex pairs, 20 CFDs, 9 timeframes, that's more than 630 combinations to check. And if you have your own rules and you're trying to scan for these things manually, do you really think that you could do 630 different combinations to look for a trade? How often do you think you'd be missing opportunities if you were just manually going through each one of those? So today, if you're trading on different instruments, you're diversifying your portfolio. It's requirement if you're going to be a profitable trader. So if you're trading uncorrelated instruments, it's a perfect way to remove uncertainty in the markets and to diversify and to get an edge on your trades. So trading uncorrelated or diversified portfolio is a great way to get an edge. A perfect solution for this is the market scanner. The market scanner is something that can do this automatically. So market scanner takes the situation of the market and presents it in a way that you can see it, understand it, and know it. So it's not a signal provider, but what it is a tool that allows you to do the analysis, multi-time frame, technical analysis of all of your charts at one time. Over on the right-hand side, you can see a good example of that where I have a list of symbols that I'm interested in searching for, and I have it spread out over 2 different time frames. So I'm looking for a bullish or bearish signal based upon these current time frames. So a simple example I'm going to use is a bullish or bearish moving average cross. The moving averages I'll be using is a 15 period and a 30 period simple moving average. So a bullish cross would be when a 15 period crosses over a 30 period, And a bearish cross will be when the 15 period crosses under the 30. Fast under, slow, fast over, slow. Very simple, straightforward. So I'm going to color code this cell green if I want it, if it's a bullish signal, and it'll be color coded red if it's a bearish signal. So looking through all these things, you can see Euro yen is a great bullish opportunity. Pound Canadian, Swiss yen, dollar Swiss and Canadian are both very bearish considerations. So those are great ones to look at. But if you look at it from a different perspective, you can say, I have a bullish setup on the 1 minute, but the hourly is red. So the longer term trend is red, but the shorter term is showing green. We probably are just in a short term correction. When this turns back red again, boom, I'm ready to take a trade. So that's the nice thing about looking at it quickly. You can scan it and instantly recognize a trade setup on multiple instruments all at the same time. And about timeframes, if you're using multiple timeframe technical analysis, then you have a higher probability of a profitable trade. It's because of correlation. It's one of the advantages of using multiple timeframes. So by checking multiple timeframes before you initiate a trade, your trades are going to be in harmony with the longer term trend. And the result will be higher probability and lower risk trade. So you can see from the graphic that I have on the right that the longer term trend, okay, is nice and smooth when compared to the shorter time trends. Notice how choppy or noisy these shorter time frames are by comparison. So you can see the total number of trades a 15-minute chart can fit into a single 4-hour chart. So the idea is that you want to be trading in the direction of the longer term trend to increase the probability of a good trade and to lower the risk in your trade because you're trading in the direction of the trend, not against the trend. So if you are trading against the trend, make sure you keep your profit targets short. But let your profits run if you're trading with the trend. That's the whole idea behind that. So if you had a market scanner that could do this for you, that could scan the longer term and shorter term markets based upon this correlation and show you verified time frame analysis of the lower and higher time frames, wouldn't that be an extremely valuable tool? I think that it would too. But our problem was on MT4, there was not any platform that looked like that. So trying to find a scanner on MT4 was like trying to find a needle in a haystack. What we did find was either too complex to configure. It meant you had to be a programmer to use it. It was either unstable or a single tool that really wasn't integrated well with the entire system. Sometimes it was just completely incompatible with many of the standard indicators that are on MT4. And of course, lots of other issues. So our solution was to make MT4Professional, create our own. That's the only thing we could, because we're traders, we were active in the markets. We needed a tool that allowed us to be able to scan the market, look for setup that matched our unique rules, and then be able to cash in on that. So when you found a good setup, MT4Professional allows you to enhance with technical analysis, enabling multiple time frame analysis, which really isn't that easy to do on standard MT4. And it gives you the ability to be alerted, and you don't have to stay in front of your computer all the time just to see those trade setups. So stay tuned, or we're going to be going over a whole lot more. We're going to be launching a first poll right now. So I want to find out how can the market scanner best benefit you? Okay, this is the best. So this you just only able to select one of the questions that are listed there. Less risk of missing trades or less time wasted searching for trade setups, a better chance of finding higher probability trades. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't have a market scanner. I personally made my choice. So I'm gonna go ahead and submit that to you. Claudio is controlling our poll. So whenever he reaches a certain percent completion, he'll stop the poll and show us the results. I'm always curious to find out what you guys are thinking. If you're not giving me any type of feedback in the chat or asking questions, that is. There's a lot of value in that, but oh man, 88%. Yeah, better chance of finding high probability trades. I agree. I mean, the the probability is endless. You know, how can the market scanner benefit? Absolutely. It give you a better chance of finding those trades. Hands down. That's a good question. All right, the second poll question. We got one more poll question to go through here. Or was that nope? Was that only one? Yeah, that was just the one. Sorry. There wasn't a second poll. That was my bad. Let's go right into the live demonstration. All right, so let me pull up my MT4Professional system. Here we go. Oh boy. The euro's really breaking out right now. Looking at that 1 minute, looks like it's a really nice V-shaped pattern today. But anyway, let's look at the charts and let's go into this. What I've got is a simple setup looking at price and a moving average. So you see price is coming back down to this moving average. In a downtrend, you can see that the price stays under the moving average. Let me take it off of that mode. When a price starts to move up, then you can see that the price is moving up with the moving average. And notice how the chart automatically scrolls and scans through as I'm moving my mouse. So let me change the time frame on this to be more like a 15-minute chart so it's not so quick. And there we go. So you can see multiple time frame analysis just got smart with MT4Professional, because you can see with the crosshairs that I can see where the 30-minute crossed over my simple moving average. That's the same time that the hourly chart crossed over, and I had already crossed over on the 15-minute as well. So you can see where the key opportune moment to get in right here on the, let me go back over here and click on that. Right here on the 15-minute chart, you can see the first bar that closed up here, back over it, and first bar here as well. Both of these are signaling that this is a change, that the market is starting to turn over and you're looking to potentially go long. When you go over and see that the 30-minute also at the exact same time, let me go over and show you that setup there. At the exact same time, the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and the 60-minute all closed at or above the simple moving average, which gave you a great opportunity to take a trade following the next open bar, giving it a nice potential of 71 pips, just like that. So it's a rule-based method that helps you to see and identify these setups. So the scanner is sitting here showing you bullish, bullish, bullish setup. When that goes all green, that's the first time you see all of the time frames aligning. You're ready to take that trade. The pound dollar did the same thing. You can see all the markets that are showing bullish signals or potential bearish signals. The only one that's not in full agreement is the CAD Swiss. The 30-minute is bullish, which showed that this has been cycling back and forth but hasn't completely turned over yet. So it's a great setup and it's a great system. So let's take a quick look at what this chart is showing us. The scanner is looking for when price closes above the simple moving average. So if you select the configuration, we're going to load the EMA and price tool. I think it's behind my window here. Let me make sure that it's there. Oh, I loaded it. I'm going to edit it. There it is. So if I look at the chart layout, you can see I have 3 different charts. I have one large chart, and then I have 2 smaller charts over here on the right. So let me click the chart setup picture, and you can see I have a window that shows me 1 large chart, 2 small charts over here on the right. If I want to add another chart, all I have to do is just click the plus add button to add a chart. I can tile them so that you can see they're automatically tiled. I can move them around. Say that I didn't want that one there. I want it over here. And I want this one over here. And I can click the tile windows again and see, notice how it automatically linked them up. And if I want to change this to a 4-hour instead of an hourly, I've got them set up that way as well. But now look, I have a template missing off of this one chart. The other charts have my EMA template loaded. All I got to do is select it and I'm ready to go as well. If I didn't want that template, if I wanted a different one, then all I have to do is click the plus sign, go to my template list on MT4, and load any template that I already have loaded on my charts, and I can open that up and use it as well. And once I load it into the setup, you can load it on any of the other charts. Let me go ahead and show you a very quick example of that. That's the EMA. So let me go and just put popular on there. So I'll open that up. And so I loaded popular on this one, but notice when I pull the menu down, it automatically shows up for any of the other charts that I want. So it's really quick. It's really simple. If you have any questions about it, just read the directions on the top of the page to help you get going on that. If you have another configuration that you want to use that you already like, then just click the Start with Another Configuration button. It allows you to go up and load any of the other configurations that either you've created, that we supply for you, or that somebody might have sent you. You can use any of those configurations here. I'm going to click the Cancel button because I don't want to change my current setup the way that I've got it here. The scanner itself is located on this side. So if you click this icon, then it shows you the ability to edit your symbol list or to edit the scanner rules itself. So let's quickly go into the scanner list to show you that any of the available symbols on MT4 are automatically loaded here. And if you don't see a symbol on your list, you can go ahead and select all of symbols to load. Any one that you select over here on the left, by clicking the arrow button, will automatically get added to the list on the right. This will be your list that you'll be using on the right over here. If there's any symbols over here you don't like, just click the X to get rid of it, or find it over here on the left and add it. You can search for any symbols. Say, for example, anything that starts with the euro, the Aussie, so you can just do any type of field searches that you're looking for, add them to your list if you wanted to, clear to start over again, or if you just want euro only pairs over here, just whittle it down until you've got a good set there. So once you have it configured, just click the OK button and you're good to go on that. Now let's go back in and look at the scanner. The scanner is the last and probably the most important part. If you're starting with a brand new scanner, then you just start right here from another configuration, which means a pre-existing scanner. So if you're starting from the very beginning and you just wanted to create a scanner from scratch, just select a configuration, create your own custom configuration. And you can use any of the pre-existing examples, anyone that anyone else has sent you, or any of your previously configured examples as a starting point. And once you click on that, it will duplicate it for you and create this. And if you don't use that, well, you can just start typing it in right here and just start creating your own. Go to your charts, add your 4 charts, tile them up, set your time frames. It really is that simple, and select the template that you want. Okay, once it's loaded, you can just go through and unload it to all the rest of the charts. Then you can click OK. Give it a name to make sure that you'll be saving it, but that was configured up for my charts, and I can go over here, configure my symbol list. I'm going to start from a previous configuration right there, and it's going to automatically load the symbol list from that one in. And then I'll go into my scanner, and then I can select or create my own rules. So in this case, I'm just going to start with a 15-minute chart, and I'm going to go through and create my own color rule. So I'll call this one not bullish. I'm just going to call this one a strong signal. My first condition will be bullishness. So I'm going to come up and choose an indicator, select any indicator category. Let's look for the oscillators. Let's look at, say, the MACD. Use this indicator. So you can see the MACD indicator settings automatically are loaded for you. So all you have to do is just change it the way that it's going to be on your chart, and it will automatically be shown for you. If you want to change or update any of these indicators, then it gives you the ability to manually input each of the individual ones if you don't want to change them here, of course. The indicator shift just allows you to use data that is in history. So if you want to compare an item that is 2 time frames back, 2 bars back compared to the current one, then you would shift the indicator using this indication. If for any reason you're having a problem configuring the setup, then just click this button right now and to schedule time for us to meet one-on-one to get you going on your configuration. We'll be glad to help you do that. Okay, once you have that set up and configured, just select that so that you can see this is MACD 12.26.9. You can see it automatically gets appointed to the list. Okay, I'm looking for my MACD, and then on this indicator itself, if you were to edit it again, this has 2 indicators on it. Right here, this is the base indicator or the signal line. So I'm using the indicator as the base indicator. This is like the histogram. And then you would look to see if the signal crosses the histogram or not. So this is the base histogram. Oh, sorry. So actually, I'm going to use the signal line. And then what I want to do is I want to see that the signal line is greater than the MACD base indicator. Like that. Now, let me check to make sure it didn't automatically change it, because I think I might have to, yeah, I'm going to have to load a separate instance here. So choose the indicator. I'm going to have to load the MACD indicator twice. One of them is going to be the base indicator, and the other one is going to be the signal line. So in this case, I've got the base indicator. I want it to be the signal line. So I'll do the signal line, and then this one will be the base indicator. I want my signal line to be greater than my base indicator for it to be a bullish condition. Next, I want to add one that's going to give me a bearish condition. Bearish. Set up. I want my signal line to be less than my base indicator. And I'll say okay, because this is my bullish, strong bullish condition. This is my strong bearish condition. And we're going to be saying, oh, I want to add that to a 15. Let's do some multiple time frames. So let's look at a 30 on that one. So we're going to be comparing that to a 15 and a 30 minute. We're going to use the same signal rules. And that's all we need to do. If I want to auto, right now it's going to auto size my my scanner, but if I want to the cells to be smaller, regular, medium size, which is normal, or large, then it will scan them appropriately, scale them out appropriately. If I want to add one more time frame, just click the plus button and it automatically does that. So click OK. So I've completed the chart layout. You can see I have 4 different time frames. In my scanner, I only had 2 time frames. It was a 15-minute and a 30-minute. So I'm going to get rid of this one and this one because I'm only looking at my 30 and my 15. Move that over there, and let me tile these up. Tile them vertically, and I want them this way. Okay. And make sure I had that set up right. Yep, 1530. All right, so let's give this a name. I'm going to call this one MACD. And of course, in here, you can always give it some signals. MACD signals. Let's save that. Okay, so I called that one my MACD. So that's already a configuration. It's right here. It's called my MACD. It gives me some MACD signals. It's under my custom creations. So I'm going to load that one. It's going to give me 2 charts, 15 and 30 minute. Of course, I told it to load the EMA, but I should have told it to load the MACD. So all I need to do is select configuration, edit, go back over to my charts and open up and see if I have a MACD set up here, a template. Actually, I don't have a MACD template. It's probably on with one of these. Let me load my momentum template, and then I'll edit and save it. So let me just do that right here, right now. Template, momentum, stochastics, and RSI. Yeah, that didn't have any of them, did it? So what I'm going to do is go back over here, and I'm going to save this template. MACD. There it is, MACD. Let me drag and drop that onto the chart. 12, 26, and 9. It's set up as a standard output. So we'll click on OK. You can see the signal line and the standard histogram line that's loaded on that chart. And pull that out of the way real quick. Yeah, and I'm actually going to make this one the MACD. So right click, template. I'll do it over here. That's that one right there, so I'll save it. Give it the same name, MACD template right there. There. So I've got a MACD template right down here. It's looking for these signal crosses right there. I still have the simple moving average on there, but that's okay. So let me make that one a MACD as well. MACD. Save. And that should do it. Let's load that. I'll load the 15 and 30. I've got a 15, 30. Oh yeah, I didn't re-upload the template. Thank you. Is that what you mean, Claudio? That's what I did. Or this one. Let me re-upload it this way. There. Let me save that. Much better. Thank you. All right, so what this is looking for, you can see that the signal is less than the histogram. What we're looking for is the histogram over the signal, because it looks like the signal is the slower one. So I misread that one. I'm looking for the cross where the histogram goes below the signal, because it looks like the signal itself is the slow one. So when the histogram crosses above the signal line, that's when I want it to be bullish. So every one of these signals are backwards. And this is great. This is actually a good example because it shows you some of the things that you'll be going through when you're looking at setting up and configuring your scanner. So looking at my scanner setup now, I'll go back to my signal and click the edit button. And now the condition is the I'm saying that the signal line greater than the base indicator is actually the bearish indication. So I want that to be red. And this is actually my bullish condition. Click OK, and click Save. All I have to do is reload it, and I'm ready to go. There we go. Now I've got a very bullish setup. The bullishness came in right back here. So you can see almost the exact same time that we got our crossover validation with our simple moving average and price, we also got a confirmation of a bullish cross with our MACD. So now we've got a good bullish signal that gave us a great setup, not only for the 15, but for the 30-minute time frame as well. Now you have a complete system that looks at trends on all the pairs that you're interested in. It goes through and scans for those setups and uses them. Now notice that the scanner is going about 10 times faster than the scanner on the previous version. If you need to update the scanner settings, then there's a settings button right here that allows you to go through and change your settings on the MT4Professional system. Notice one of the settings is the scanner speed. If you're starting to find some error messages that say that an indicator you're trying to use can't be found, well, it's because the scanner is going a little bit faster than your computer can actually handle it. So we've given you the opportunity to slow the scan down in order for it to keep up with your slow computer. If you have a really fast computer, then you can up it to the fast speed, and then you'll see that it's going to be going really fast by comparison. By updating it, you'll see that it's going a lot faster than it was before, probably at least twice as fast as it was previously during these calculations. And so if you're really interested in finding these updates in line with what you're using them for, then you've got the settings and configurations to do that. I have a couple of very beefy indicators, and so sometimes I have to slow the scan rate down in order for it to not completely bog my computer down. And so it's nice that I have that option as well. Okay, so I've just created this application. Is there anybody in the room today right now that wants me to send a copy of this to them? Let me know. It's a simple moving average and MACD cross configuration. You might already have this one on this, but if not, if you go through and click on this configuration and click edit, then in the bottom right corner is a share button. And I can share this configuration with anybody in the room. I'm going to go ahead and share it with Kendra. If you are a current MT4Professional user, there you are right there. I will share this with you right now. I just sent you the entire configuration. So now all you have to do is go into the MT4Professional configuration panel right here, scroll to the very bottom, and then you will see a received inbox. All you have to do is just click on that, like this one right here, click on it, and create your custom configuration from it. And then use that one as you can click on this to load it, but notice you can't change it. But if you click on your create your custom configuration button, then scroll down the inbox and use that one as the input for it and click yes. That way it'll automatically load the one I just made for you right up in here, and you can save it. And once you save it, it'll automatically be put up into the top in the custom creations that you've created, and it'll give you the ability to edit it from there. All right. So now one thing you can do, which I didn't do, is that now that you have the MACD loaded on the simple moving average and price, you can integrate the two. Now you can say on your scanner rules, I want a bullish MACD cross and I want the price to be closing greater than my 15-period moving average. Okay, so that actually is like a double whammy. You get a signal that crosses and you get a bullish setup on two different fronts. So let's do that really quickly. I've got about 5 more minutes and I'll do that. Let me edit that. Let me go over to my scanner. Let me go to my rules. Now notice I've got 2 time frames and I've got 2 set up for rules. One's a strong signal. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add right here a custom rule set. Or let me just edit that signal because I can do one or the other, but I'm going to go ahead and edit this one because this one is looking at the MACD, but I want to look at the MACD and the simple moving average. So if I click plus, you can notice it's an AND operation. If the others are true, this is an OR operation. So all of these have to be true, but the OR means that this one or this one can be true, either one, and it'll check for that. So for right now, I've got an AND operation. So my MACD for a bearish consideration has to be less than the signal, and I need to add my EMA. So let's choose an indicator. Select it, see, price, or is it, I forget if the moving average is under a, no, it's one of them. I always forget where it's at. Price, maybe it's, no. Where is the moving average at? Did I miss it? There it is. I did. I missed it. Yep, it's just a simple moving average. I'm looking at the close of price. That's exactly what I want. And it's a 15 period, so that's just exactly what I want. It's a 15 period. Was it a 9 period? Let's go over here and check it just to make sure. $15-period moving average. Perfect. So I want my 15-period moving average to be greater than, nope, I want it to be less than the close of price. So I'll need to add indicator, select indicator, trend, moving average, use this indicator. I want to use a period of 1. A period of 1 looking at the close of price will give me the price close. And one thing I just noticed that I had this one set up as a simple, but this one needs to be set up as an exponential. Right there. Okay. There. Now that one's set. Now for this one, I need to do the same thing, but in this case, I want to use my 15 period. I want it to be greater than. No, I got it backwards again. I want price to be greater than my 15 period moving average. Over here, I want price to be greater than, to be less than my 15 period moving average. That should do it. Under, yep. Ah, there's a dedicated indicator for price. That's even better. So let's do that. So if I want my price, look at that. Close. That's even better. No shift, do that. So the close has to be less than the exponential and, oops, sorry, I'll pull it down because I know it's already loaded. Close greater than the exponential. Perfect. That's doubled. So now I'll get a strong signal of sell signal if both conditions are true. And here, if both conditions are true, I'll get a buy signal. If neither condition are true, then they'll turn yellow as a default. Save and load. Let me edit it one more time. And I'm going to send this, now that I've changed it, back to Kendra. There you go. And Tom had requested it, so I'm going to send it to Tom. There you go. And load. There we go. Okay, now we're scanning for the setup where MACD cross and exponential moving average cross. This would get you a setup where right there it would have configured, and right there, this would have yielded a trade giving you almost 75 pips and running if you're you know how to do that. And it shows you the setups. It shows you where the bullish trades are, where the bearish trades are, and it's giving you the full alignment. So when you see these out of alignment and then they come in and change, and here's some good setups where this is showing you that these are neutral. So you've got a bearish condition on the fast, but you have a neutral one, which means that they're probably exactly equal. And then they'll come back in and change. Or if you see that one's red and one's green, or one's green and the other vice versa, then you know that there's some setups going on and an opportunity exists. Robert, okay, let me send that to you, Robert. I'd be glad to do that. See how easy it is just to do that? Get everybody on page at one time. It's great. If you have a trading team, then this is a great way to get everybody set up. There you go. You're certainly welcome. You're very welcome, Robert. Enjoyed. Don't make too much money in one place. Well, speaking of money, let's go on to the presentation, as I have a special offer to give you, but there's a poll that I want to take. So once the demonstration has been completed, Claudio has a poll that he has queued up here to find out what you thought about that. So based on the presentation, the features that you saw in MT4Professional, what do you like best? Which aspect of the MT4 do you like best? There's that best number. And now now you might like a lot of those, but pick one that you particularly like the best. Is it the fact that the single click integration of your charts and everything is aligned together? Is it, of course, the scanner, my rules, my way? Is it the traders network, the ability to copy and share all of your configurations with your fellow traders? Is it that it's mobile, that you can take it anywhere that you want, anytime? Which that reminds me, I didn't even show you that aspect of MT4Professional. Is it that it uses multiple time frame technical analysis? Is it because it's so easy to set up and use? You know, there's a lot of questions there. I probably would say the scanner. That would be my answer right there. While you're finishing your trade, what I'm going to do is I'm going to very quickly show you. If you're at the MT4Professional website and you have already subscribed, then just simply click the sign in button. That'll take you directly to the members area of the MT4Professional website. From here, this is where you access all the real-time features of the system. You can see the real-time scanner. Just select the account that you're connected to, and it automatically shows you the scanner settings. This is the MACD and EMA price setups, and it shows you the exact setup that you're using on the screen. So let me get that back up and show you exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, so see the scanner itself, and this is my mobile platform. This is my browser. This can be on my mobile device, on my iPad, my phone. It can be anywhere. And so you can see that the scanner is directly reflecting whatever I have over on the charts. Now, if I click on any of these symbols, like the Aussie US dollar right now, notice what happens to the charts in the background when I click on that. I click here on my mobile device. It automatically interacts with the platform, changes the setting, takes a picture, and then retrieves it for me on my mobile device so that I can see right now, that is a great cross. Look at that thing. But then, of course, it shows you where you are right now to see, okay, I'm coming up to where the gap is Is it going to fill the gap, or is it going to stall here? Is this a great profit point, or do I need to let it wait to get to the most highest point? So though that's a great potential to be looking at. And so the system does this for you. You can see, even though you can't stay at your computer, you can take your mobile device with you and be able to check on, manage, or even exit the trade now that you've gotten all the profit potential out of it, and do that on your mobile device. So you take MT4Professional with you wherever you go using the real-time mobile scanner. Any snapshots that you've taken can be saved in the snapshot album area. You can see that all of them can be tagged and configured, and you can even set them up and share them with the link that we provide you, and any comments that you might be wanting to include with that snapshot, and you can put them on any of your social platforms as well. Any of the tags come up, so if you wanted to group them together, then and you only want to look at just the Aussie or the dollar pairs, or you want to make some of them visible, or you want to make them private, well, some of them can be private like this one, but the others can be public like this one. So you can set them up any way that you like. And if you're ready to get started, you can download the full version of MT4Professional right here, version 3.0. If you're ready to go to MT5, then just download your MT5 version right here, and you're ready to go. And if you need to adjust or do anything to your subscription, then up here on the right-hand side is a gear for your settings. Click on that and go into the settings page, and from there you can manage your subscription, where you would be able to cancel at any time, update your credit card information or your name, upload an icon for your social share, and so forth. So everything can be done from right here, and you can manage your account access from this page as well. So I currently have 10 licenses. So I have 1 reel and 3 demos that I'm using, so I can use those interchangeably on all of my platforms. So if I have MT5 running, I can load it up also and run all of these platforms using MT4 or MT5 with multiple demo or real accounts all at the same time. So this is the gold plan. There's a platinum plan, and there's also the basic plan. The basic plan gives you 1 real license and 1 demo license to get started and to get going on your own application. So any questions on that? That would be perfect. All right, so let me get back to my presentation. Robert did, yeah, I sent that to you already. Good. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay. Did we finish that poll? Let's see the results of that poll. There it is. Ah, the scanner, of course. Yeah, 67% agree with me that, yeah, the scanner is my rules, my way, the best part of the whole system. Traders Network is pretty cool. Of course, multiple time frames get you the high probability, low risk setup. So together, they just make a wham bam integration. Of course, some of the really nice parts about the mobile features, how easy it is to set up, single click integration of everything, those are features that really you don't have with regular MT4, and they're usually part of higher end systems. So having that part of this application is super. So I want to make you a very special offer to get going. MT4Professional is available with these features. We value them for almost $2,300. Of course, you're not going to pay $2,300 for a limited time. This being Christmas time, we've reduced that to $194 a month, but we're going to knock that down 50% to $97 a month. I think Claudio came up with the idea, and he said that, Randy, we need to give them a little bit more since it's Christmas time. So since it's Christmas, we're going to provide an additional 20% off of the 50% off price if you use Christmas 2020 in the code. So we'll give you 14 days to try it out absolutely free. And if you click this link, you can get started right away. It's a 14-day, no hassle, free trial. At the end of the 14 days, you'll automatically charged $97 less 20% if you use Christmas 2020. If for some reason you don't want to complete the subscription, then just go into the members area like where I showed you and click the cancel button, and you can cancel your subscription at any time. But make sure that you cancel before the end of the 14 days, otherwise you're going to automatically get charged. Okay. Are there any questions? I think there was one more poll, Claudio. Was this the time for the last poll? Because I think I skimmed over it. Maybe not. Let me pull my platform back up again and resize it so you can still see the link. The link to get started. The code is Christmas 2020. I can't really show that, but I can move this over. Notice how the MT4 Professional system automatically resizes the windows for you when you resize it. You normally can't. You normally have to go into the corner of your screen and just drag and drop it every time it goes in. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'm just going to go over to a different platform here. Notice that the size of the window is here. Watch what happens when I change the size of the window. Oh, it's just a single one. That's right. Go to a double one. That's why it always does it with the single. There we go. Now I've got double windows. All right. Look at that. See that? It truncated almost the entire side of my screen. See that? You move it, it's there. You move it up. See that? It doesn't automatically update. You have to physically drag each one of these windows to fit the new screen. It can be a real hassle sometimes. But with MT4 Professional, it's all automatic. It's just sweet to automatically do all that for you. So let's set up this configuration. Let's go and find that MACD that I just made. There it is. And it's automatically fits. And if I want to make this full screen and get rid of my Market Watch windows, look at that. See that? It automatically checks it for me. All right. If I want to just go full screen as well, boom. See that? Everything is automatic. I love that. Get started today, mt4professional.com/trial, 14 days free. You get 20% off of our 50% off price. Use the code Christmas2020 and you'll get that. I think it's about $77, I believe. It's almost hundreds. You're getting 20 off, so something like that. Are there any questions? Can I answer any questions for you or show you any details of the setup? Well, one other thing I wanted to show you then when you're here, on the home page when you first log in, there is a welcome and onboarding steps. So the first thing you'll be asked to do is to set your password. And by clicking this button, it'll take you to your settings page right here, where you'll be able to set your passwords, and just click on that right there. Then it'll walk you back down to download the software, so you can download it from these links here, or you can just go up to the blue bar on any page and download your software from there. Then you go through and make your first configuration, take some first snapshots. Join our Skype group. By clicking on this link, it gives you the ability to join our exclusive Skype chat room, where you can chat with other MT4 Professional users and get to know them, and maybe even share a few of your configurations together. And don't forget our documentation site. By clicking on this, you go to our Help and Documentation Center. By clicking that button, you go into our knowledge base. In the knowledge base, you can find out all the information, the prerequisites that you need in order to run, how to install, upgrade, or uninstall the software, how to get started using MT5, how to migrate from 2.1 to 3.0. You get all the details about using the general platform, the scanners, the workspaces, symbol lists, and so forth. So it's all right there. If you need any support at all, then you can just go in and select the ticket system here and submit a support request, and we will get you taken care of right away. You can use any of the existing MT4 indicators or any of your own custom indicators that are on your platform. So I've got a lot of the Hawkeye tools on mine, so I use them and integrate them here. You probably noticed that already. There we go. Look at that. It did. It made it all the way up to the prior close before the gap. Look at that. That's a great place to start taking profits. Just saying. If you don't like the cursor, the multiple time frame analysis, then under the signals, just simply disable the crosshair by ticking this check mark off and then saying OK, and it will automatically turn the crosshairs off for you. Notice the multiple signals that are loaded within the scanner. See, this scanner is looking for a lot more details. It's looking for trend, it's looking for momentum, and it's looking for volume. And it's telling me that I have a white trend, a dark volume, dark momentum, and green volume set up on this chart. So if I were to look at that scanner configuration, then you can see that I have multiple indicators loaded here. I've got a trend color rule, I have a heat map color rule, and I have a volume color rule. And notice that the cells accommodate all of those colors automatically. And I can turn them on or off based upon its settings. So for example, it says trend, heat map, and volume. And that's the order that I go in. I'm looking at trend, heat map, and volume. So when I'm looking across the page here, I can see, let me click on the Euro US dollar. I've got green, green, green. Here I've got green, green, and green right there. Green, green, green. The 5 minute, I've got green, green, white, green, green, white. The 30 minute, green, 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 and so forth. And so let me click on the EuroCAD just to show you the differences there. EuroCAD 30 minute, white, green, and red. 30 minute, white, green, and red. So there we go. So everything that shows on the scanner should be identified and show the same on your charts as well, if you have the charts set up and configured properly. If you need any help with that, then we're always here and available to help you do that. We do have a service where we can set the configurations up for you if you like. So just ask us and let us know. And for a small fee, we'll be glad to take our time to set it up and get it working just exactly the way that you like it. even to set up custom configurations, even with the indicators as well. That's right. The scanner, the charts, we just get it all set up for you. Just let us know. So if there aren't any other questions or comments, I think I'm out of time. So let's go back to the contact page. So thank you for your attention. Appreciate it. You can always get a hold of us on our website or by giving us an email at support@MT4Professional.com, or again, by contacting us on our website, MT4Professional.com, and then you can always get a hold of us anywhere at the bottom of the page by clicking on Contact Us right here, or clicking the Help and Support button at the very top. Thank you for your time and attention. You guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in about 2 weeks. We have the Q&A session here every 2 weeks. So you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas and a happy, powerful New Year. And I look forward to working with you guys in the next round. So thank you and have a Merry Christmas.